Hello YouTube. So here's part 2 of Snoke is Mace Windu. Yes, I had the face cam on. Last time I didn't because I had forgot about the face cam. But now I got it. So, part 2, go.
Which would also explain why he's so interested in finding Rey. There's also an amazing fan theory that suggests Mace Windu thinks he himself was the chosen one and not Anakin. It explains why he tries to stop Anakin from being trained in the first place,
True.
why he's always mean to Anakin, and even tries to stop him from gaining the rank of Master on the Jedi Council.
That'll
Also,
also
the
happen.
prophecy for the Chosen One even explains that the Chosen One will bring balance to the Force.
Hey, oh
And Mace
swig.
Windu learned to
I put that
balance the
style
Force
on.
perfectly
I like it.
with Vapad. He has a purple
Tell me in the
lightsaber that
comments if you like it.
symbolizes balance of the Force, and he was about to kill Palpatine, the last remaining Sith. So he could still believe he is the Chosen One and wants to kill the remaining Skywalkers because they challenge his belief that he is the Chosen One and not one of them. Even Han Solo knows he plans on killing Kylo Ren, who is of the Skywalker bloodline as well, when he's finished using Kylo Ren for his powers.
Now this has something to do with it.
Mace Windu, like some other Star Wars characters, has a signature lightsaber move that pretty much only he seems to use. It's a move that makes him unique, a move that he uses in every fight we see him in. That move is a backswing slicing move. He even cuts off Jango Fett's head with it and uses the move multiple times when fighting Emperor Palpatine.
True.
Well, there's actually one more Star Wars character we see using
I like that glass
move,
breaking.
Kylo
Awesome.
Ren. We see Kylo Ren use the backswing slicing move multiple times in The Force Awakens. In fact, he uses it at least 3 times when fighting Rey, and even more times if you count some of these. So why would Kylo Ren be using Mace Windu's signature move?
Getting
Well,
trained by
if
him.
Mace Windu is Snoke, then he would have taught Kylo Ren this deadly attack when training him in the dark side. One of the most interesting aspects of this theory points out that Finn may actually be the son of Mace Windu.
Why is the lightsaber purple?
But before we can get into why and how, you first need to know that Finn is
But it's
definitely
Anakin's handle. I'll shut
Force-sensitive.
up now.
First of all, when Snoke says to Kylo Ren, "There has been an awakening. Have you felt it?" He's actually referring to the Force awakening in Finn, not Rey. Specifically, the moment when Finn decides to change to the light side while on the battlefield on Jakku. We know this because the scene where Snoke says there has been an awakening was at about 50 minutes into the movie. This is actually way before Rey shows any Force abilities at all, since the first time we see Rey use the Force was in Maz Kanata's castle during her Force vision. But that was almost 20 minutes later into the movie. And the scenes where Rey reads Kylo Ren's mind, does a Jedi mind trick, etc., were all nearing the end of the movie. The only thing that happens before Snoke says there has been an awakening was Finn deciding not to kill for the First Order anymore and changing to the light side when on Jakku. And even Kylo Ren noticed the Force awakening at him when he glared at him. Finn then helped Poe Dameron escape and helped Rey and BB-8 escape. There's also like 10 other reasons why Finn is Force sensitive, but this video is already long enough, so you can watch my Finn Awakens video after this one if you want to hear more on this theory.
Give me 50 likes if you want to see that. And I'll try to find it.
So since Finn is Force sensitive, his parents are likely to be Force sensitive as well. And if Mace Windu is still alive, and Mace Windu is Snoke, it just makes sense that Finn would be his son. So the theory is that Snoke was disappointed that Finn didn't portray very much potential with the Force as a child. So he basically disowned Finn and searched for a child that was gifted in the Force, like Ben Solo. But he didn't want to completely abandon abandon Finn as he might end up being of some use later on. So Snoke decided to make him a
That's a pretty good image
stormtrooper.
right there.
That way he can keep an eye on Finn and ensure he stays aligned with the First Order. And who better to keep an eye on Finn than Kylo Ren? This would explain why Finn's first mission is such a high-profile one, going with Kylo Ren to Jakku. And as we learn later on, Finn was a sanitation worker before while on Starkiller Base, so him being on a mission with Kylo Ren is a little suspicious. This also explains why when Finn decides not to fight for the First Order anymore and is standing on the battlefield on Jakku, Kylo Ren suspiciously glares at him before going into his ship. Kylo Ren noticed that the Force awakened in him at that moment. It also explains why later on, when Kylo Ren is told that a stormtrooper helped Poe Dameron escape, Kylo Ren instantly knows that the stormtrooper was Finn.
We're checking the registers now to identify which stormtrooper it was.
The one from the village. FM2187.
Kylo Ren knows that Finn is Force sensitive and the son of Snoke, so he's very likely to make his own decisions and rebel against orders. Kylo Ren also goes absolutely berserk when he is told that Finn helped Rey and
This is probably one of my favorite
escape
scenes.
Jakku, because this just ensures even more that Finn is betraying not only the dark side, but Snoke as well. And all while Kylo Ren is supposed to be watching over him.
We have no confirmation, but we believe FN2187 may have helped him escape.
Not to mention, the
Yeah.
film seems to really focus on Finn's betrayal, like when the stormtrooper angrily calls him a traitor, then tries to kill him, which makes it seem like there's a little more to his betrayal than meets the eye. And finally, when Kylo Ren
Sorry
and
about his
Finn
face.
meet
Camera.
at the end of The Force Awakens, Kylo Ren is very angry about Finn's betrayal and seems to take it extra personally. You can really hear it in his voice when he screams, "Traitor! Traitor!" But when Kylo Ren then fights Finn, he chooses to toy with him instead of just killing him. And when Kylo Ren is finally hit by Finn, he chooses to punch Finn and cut his back instead of easily killing him. Kylo Ren killed his own father, cut the old man at the start of The Force Awakens in half, and has a table of the ashes of the people he's killed.
Psychopath.
And he decides to keep Finn alive, because Finn is still very important to Snoke and the dark side. So there you have it. It's a pretty crazy theory, but even if it doesn't come true, you have to admit it's an interesting piece of fan fiction at the very least.
Wait.
If you have any ideas that can add to this theory,
I'll just go to
please
the end of the
comment them
video.
down below. I'm also going to comment down below some ideas on how Captain Phasma could play into all this. Also, if you haven't already
And,
seen it, I made another
so,
video going into
I was
detail
going
on how
to
Finn is
make a little
definitely
thing
Force
at the end.
sensitive. So feel free to
So
watch
I'm gonna
that
have to
video
go
after
back
this
in the
one. And if you
video.
wanna see
Oh yeah,
even
I forgot.
more
I don't
fan
even know
theories,
why I
upload
didn't say
videos
this in
like
the
these all
first.
the time. So click subscribe so you get notified
Check
when
out the
I
first
upload
part,
a
or else the
video.
second
Thanks for
part's not
watching, and
gonna
I'll
make
see you in the next
sense.
video.
So yeah, that's not happening.
That
Let me,
the kill that would mean anything
let me go.
incredibly. One-handed alive.
So he'd be in the Boyega.
Just skipping.
No way.
So let's break down the Mace Windu versus Palpatine fight scene. Let's start with her arms cut off and lived. Secondly, he's hit with the full power of Palpatine's grunting sound when he... So Force Lightning has Anakin with the Force Light either. And lastly, in fact, no hundreds of feet... Looks nothing like Mace Windu. He's old, he has ghostly white skin,
I don't know what happened, but the first wait, hold on. The first time I had watched this, I'll put it in red. I had noticed. See this little thing right here around Snoke's head? Yeah, little sickle thing in his forehead. Well, I had watched this one time before. I don't know. Maybe it's in another scene where it shows Mace Windu as Snoke, but somewhere Mace Windu also had that little sickle thing. So that's another thing. I mean, why would they both have sickles? Like, sickle-like shapes in their heads. Things. So, yep, that's just another thing. Hope you enjoy that. Get rid of this. Give me a sec. So, yeah, if you believe that or you don't, I don't care. Honestly, I think it's awesome. So, yeah, like, subscribe, and if you mentioned that other video about how Finn is force sensitive, and if you give me 50 likes, I will do this. Also, share the video. See you guys. Have a nice day. Guys. Sorry, my thing's acting up. See you later.